welcome to the Pure Class podcast. We are conversations that collect college and community, and we are your regular hosts, Anala Kava'auhau, Associate Professor of Marketing. We have Staniva Pota over here, the accounting instructor, and Ray Pacheco, who is the ATE Administrative Assistant. And we have our first male guest in the podcast. Congratulations, Kaleo.
Thank you.
We could not have chosen better. But Kaleo is from our counseling office. Academic counselor, is that the correct title? Kaleo Quintana.
Yep.
Okay.
Great title.
So
Man,
he is.
I also have a nickname.
What's your nickname?
What is it?
Steamy Glasses.
Oh, he's just getting right to the point.
Students could be like, "Dear Steamy Glasses, I'm thinking of joining Hawaiʻi Community
I've
College."
seen you on your podcast.
I just wonder how that happens with the eyes and the steam coming out of my eyeballs.
Oh, no.
It happens to me all the time after I shower and wash my face and put my glasses on. It's all steam. So
You got a lot of
embarrassing.
energy you're going to share with us today.
Guess.
That's why
I guess.
cannot wait to
I
hear
hope
it.
So.
It's on the hot seat.
Just keep you on track.
So I was talking with Kaleo before, and there was something you wanted to talk about people who are just getting out of high school, who may be trying to consider taking the next step, whatever that might be in their journey, because it may not be college. So you had some things that they should consider before they decide to take that next step.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna kind of target our high school graduates as they start their next chapter in their life and trying to figure out, okay, what to do. Is college for me? And it's a big step, yeah. So I just kind of was thinking, man, how can I make this simple? So I just came up with like three basic points to consider after high school.
Awesome. Share it with us.
Yeah. So the first one is self-awareness, is knowing about yourself, looking at yourself. If whatever goals you have, if you're thinking about, specific career or occupation, if that kind of, more or less matches up with your personality, because a lot of stuff I share would be like, because I have 4 kids and parenting them and planning for their future and whatnot. But and I can tell you, like my youngest, he's not going to do anything physically laborious.
You know that already.
You sound like my parents.
Because he
So I
has a
told
great
him,
brain, right?
Yeah, use your brain or your personality. You smile, maybe flight attendants and benefits or something.
Oh, he's putting it out there.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So, you just got to be realistic, so.
That's a
No,
good
and
point.
that
is a good point.
because that happened to me. My parents are like that. First, I wanted to be an archaeologist, and mom's like, "You're not going to be working in the sun all day. There's no AC. You're not going to have a mirror to fix your makeup." And then I was going to be like, "But mom, I want." And then it was sales, and she's like, "Gee," because they call me G. She's like, "You're not going to be walking up to people and talking to." And I was like, "Mom, I'm going to try it." Turns out she was right. I hated it. Yeah. So like, parents.
But you tried it.
But I tried
You
it.
got that
Tried
work
it.
experience.
Yeah.
That's very important, I think.
You're
Work
so
experience.
true.
Yes.
Like you're so right. Parents
Yeah.
have a very good window into what their kids.
You know, if they're fortunate enough, that they have that family, that supportive family. I mean, there's some families out there, like, for instance, my mom, she was always busy working. She was a single parent, always busy working. So it was tough to get that guidance, yeah? So if you're able to get that, supporting guidance from parents, that's awesome.
Yeah,
You
the
know.
supporting guidance is a little bit too much. Sometimes mommy. No,
Sometimes it's too much.
yeah, mom. I'm like, I want to try sales. Like, I'm just gonna try. She's like, you're gonna teach. I'm like, I'm not gonna teach, mom. Teaching for like
now you're
18
teaching.
years.
And love.
Yeah, and
love
I
it.
love
And
it.
Sometimes life just has a way of forcing you through doors. Because, gosh, sometimes I hate to admit this, but, I got my bachelor's in fine arts, yeah.
Fine arts.
Fine
Yes.
arts. Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, and people, because back in the day, like a lifetime ago, a bachelor's degree I feel like it meant more. And now it's like everybody and their second cousin has a bachelor's degree. And so, I got the degree because I think that's the only way I would have succeeded is in fine arts because, I just was very distracted. Anyway, And I remember people telling me, "Oh, Kaleo, you should go teach and this." I go, "No ways, no ways." But it just, you get these opportunities and you find yourself doing that, and then getting into education in that direction. But I think I always knew I enjoyed helping people, so it made me, and teaching made me realize, and I'm just being honest, gosh, I wasn't very good at it. It's tough.
It's not
It
easy.
is.
It's tough.
Not for
It's hard.
everyone.
Gosh, because I don't like being a bad cop, yeah. So anyway,
There you go.
anyway, and then counseling. Once I got continued school and got my master's degree and everything, that opened door for counseling, which was wow. That wasn't I had no idea. It was not even a plan, but it kind of forced me through the door, and wow, great match. I think so.
And
We think so
I
too.
must say, Kaleo, because I've heard such wonderful things about you from
Me
my
too.
students.
Me
And
too.
I'm in accounting. And the one thing that I've heard that always stuck out about you is the fact that you keep it real with them. And there's no script.
Old age.
And I can tell you that as an instructor, we appreciate that when counseling can come in and can have these real conversations with our students. And so I'm sure that you share a lot of real life experiences, right?
And I think maybe early on, I kind of was on that vibe of dream job and follow your passion and this and that. Then after going through life and having kids and this and that, you start thinking a little bit more practical, and you realize, gosh, some of those dream jobs and this and that, they don't pay very well.
They ain't give me the money.
And like in my 20s, because I didn't get into counseling until I was like 40.
Oh, wow.
I was 40, and because I'm gonna be 60 this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's surreal.
Yeah, and then so then you kind of your perspective changes, yeah, and so I when I talk to students, I think it's more of a kind of a practical perspective now.
Definitely.
And saying, hey, you do what you want to do, but the information is out there. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like when I was a student, you'd have to ask around, and you'd really have to dig deep to find out what a certain career pathway with a salary is like. Now you go online, you can go state to state or whatever, and see, oh wow, is that how much they make this and that, and it's maybe a little easier to make decisions,
Definitely, to
so
navigate that.
yeah, so
And what I hear from students is they very easily trust you. And that means a lot to me.
It does.
That means a lot because there are some things that I just can't help with, and they have conversations with you about things like this, like finding their path and finding where they fit and finding if it even makes sense for them is something that they trust. They trust what you say.
Absolutely.
And that's a huge testament to you.
actually makes me kind of nervous.
I think it's because you're so easy to talk to.
Yes.
You're like that fatherly figure to our young students who come in. No, really.
Everybody's
And
on
you
board.
have
I embrace
experience.
Embrace
my uncle, my inner uncle, my outer uncle.
That's important though, because when a lot of students are thinking of coming to college, right, especially with high school graduation coming up, the last thing they like anybody to do is tell them what to do.
Yeah.
And then to feel judged about coming into something they may or may not know about. And so coming to somebody that just keeps it real with them.
Yeah, and then part of that is like when you're getting back on track is like determine what kind of things you enjoy versus what's interesting to you, what you're good at, understanding yourself. And a lot of it is just being honest with yourself.
That's a good one.
I can tell some story.
Yes, please.
So I got
I need
my-
examples.
Okay.
We need examples.
Okay, so my number 2 son, he grew up. He's a real kolohe kid, and we had kind of a village raising him, and with some, I'll say it's because I'm an ADD guy,
Okay.
and then he's like an ADHD, so it's high energy but anyway, So he had some doctors and counselors in his part of his village. And then so he was a senior, and I go, so son, what's the plan? Well, what's next? And he goes, Dad, I was thinking about maybe being like a counselor, a therapist, or something like that. I go, wow, that's great. That's great, son. But in my mind, I'm click, 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 click. I know what that means, what that commitment is like, and time and whatnot. But I let him. I don't want to crush his dreams. I go, okay, great. Do the research. Go look into it. You can look into the pay. You look into what you need to do to get there. Okay. About a month later, he comes back. He goes, Dad, you know those therapists? They're like doctors. I go, yeah. There's like 10 years of college. I go, yeah. Pause. He goes, I think I want to be a firefighter. I go, good choice. That's a great career, son. It's a great career. It just matches. It's like, matches his personality, and that's basically what he's doing now. He's in college in Oregon. He's very athletic too. So he went to play sports and stuff. So he's in Eastern Oregon, finishing a bachelor's degree in fire service administration.
Wow.
But during the summer he fights fires in Oregon.
That's
wonderful.
so cool.
Yeah, so very proud of him, because
So
wow.
you let him do that, though. You let him
It was
do
his
his
decision. You let him
love
decide.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would think if he's anything like me, he might. If somebody tells him no, he's gonna do
it.
things out of spite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, even when he was growing up, I want to be in the Marines. I go, okay, son. Yeah. Okay. Then it just grows out of it and stuff.
Yeah, no, that does work. I don't necessarily like being told that either. Like I don't.
You do the
I want to
opposite.
find out.
Sometimes it's important to find out for yourself, and I made that choice myself. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that probably translates a lot into your communication with your students.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can do the same assessment with them, but they have to share more, obviously, because you don't get to observe them as much as your kid.
And oftentimes they come in and they're kind of frustrated, not knowing what to do, and ask them questions like, what kind of environment you yourself working in, indoors. Some people they just know, nope, I don't want to work in an office.
Yeah.
Or some people that just and it's very basic. Like they know, I like one office job, but really they kind of specify what they want to do in office. Just like helping people.
Oh yeah, helping
broad.
people.
And they automatically think, because the most popular program in the college is nursing, and I think electrical installation. That's another cool. You get people waiting to get in and competing, especially in nursing.
Yes.
And they think that's the only way to help people, but sometimes, it's very competitive, and sometimes maybe they don't get in the program. And then so they gotta kind of
Shift.
rethink their goals and stuff. So, a lot of times they go into education, teaching, or more social work, things like that. Also more like the social services, things like that. So helping people.
Yeah, and that's true. You can help people in any field. Like my mom was really good with that. She always told me that because I was like, no, Mom, I want to do something where I can give service. And she's like, you can do that in anything. When you're in customer service, you're helping someone solve their problem. And I always tell my mom too, and I'll tell you folks, and I tell my students all the time, they can help you. If you are running into roadblocks, they're choosing not to. All I'm going to say. And if you're in that position, you're helping that person make their day so much easier just because you were there for that moment.
Yeah. So that brings me to values.
Yeah.
So you have to ask yourself, what is important to you? Are you driven by pay, high salary? And no hate on that either. I mean, we got to pay our bills. So, or is it stuff like, you want to give back to your community, because I think this is a tricky part because people talk about, fulfillment, being fulfilled in what they do and what they're passionate about. And, gosh, I know so many people, and even myself, I enjoy what I do and I do get satisfaction and stuff, but fulfillment is my family.
Yes, definitely.
You know,
Yep.
Definitely.
and I'll give an example. I noticed a guy. He drives a delivery truck. He delivers produce, things like that. Regular job, but he is fulfilled. He's my son's soccer coach. He's been coaching soccer, like at our soccer for so many years, all these generations. And I look at that guy, I go, he says, perfect example. Got a regular job, he got to make his money, but his fulfillment comes from outside the workplace.
Definitely.
And I think that's the majority of people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
whether it's a fulfillment from a hobby, maybe people like to go surf.
Yeah.
That's what you see these guys diving, surfing, do your regular jobs, but that's their love, you know. And I think a lot has to do with just your mindset, you know.
Does.
And that comes with, I think, maturity. If I can share another story,
Please.
I got this current student I have. I just met with him, I think it was last week. He's been at the college for, I think, going on his 3rd semester. But he's had a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges in his life. He's like a former foster child, this and that. And his mindset, I realized this when I knew he always worked and he enjoyed saving his money and traveling. He's like probably like 19 or 20. And he just recently, I met with him, he just recently got his living situation changed. So he had to go live on his own. So he got an apartment and I go, so you have roommates? He goes, no, by myself. I go, really? Yeah. And then I was asking him about his job. He does like home health care and stuff. And so I go, let's go, what does that mean? Like, what do you do? He goes, there's some people I just need to like chauffeur around and other people that require more, like cleaning up and things like that. But he's no emotion. He just, it's like, I sense that he knows what he has to do, just like, because he's like a 4.0 student. And his mindset is very mature. So yeah, he just knows what he has to do and he does it. And then I kind of lived through him because he like you said, he likes to travel. So he has some friends, they'll go to, he likes to go concerts.
Oh.
So they go to rock concerts and like on the continent and stuff. And before he's leaving our last appointment, he goes, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to go to Europe this summer. I go, what? Yeah, but I'm thinking about the discipline he must have to like budget and save his money.
Definitely.
You know, and he goes, he said he was going to, some of the like Spain, Italy, and then kind of like in that France and stuff. And I forget, he was going to see Metallica and I don't know what country. But I go, really? All right, well, I look forward for the report, you know? And I just told him, I'm imagining summer outdoor festival, and I just told him, boy, be prepared for that BO. It's going to be brutal. Whew. Man.
And that's the kind of advice they need. Real advice.
One thing I'm listening to you, Kaleo, telling us this, and the way you're smiling, and like you're there, and I can tell you honestly, again, looking at my own personal experiences, a lot of the people that were supposed to help me in counseling never even know anything beyond me besides my name. And you just told us everything about what this guy is going through.
And you know, I think about the counseling team, and I feel so privileged because, and we all have our strengths. We all have our strengths, and that we understand each other's strengths. You know, for me, the talking story, like interacting with students, that's my favorite. I wish I could say I was better with other things, like more administrative things, and I try.
We all can improve.
Yeah, I try, but I struggle, you know. But the team, they understand that, so they don't give me tasks that might require, you know, me working out of my my strengths. Yeah. So and there's others counselors that they're great at it, they're great at the
Yes.
paper stuff, the administrative stuff, and we're all and I think we're all in counseling very aware of each other's strengths
Definitely.
and accepting. So I feel so fortunate to be part of that team.
So your strength is the human connection
It is.
I
with
guess
our
so.
students.
When I was in when I was in high school, I used to work at oh my gosh, this is totally not going hard, but I'm just so
No, share it with
Welcome.
us. Share it. Welcome.
and this all part. That's why I think it's very important for people for work experience. It's very valuable. And I used to work at a long time ago. There's a store called Pay and Save.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
it
of
was
that.
like Long's Drugs, at-risk cousin.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They had everything in Pay and Save. But anyway, this is on Oahu. And then I remember one of the managers put me on the side. He goes, bruh, you got to stop talking to everybody. And I'm normally kind of on the shy, but when I get comfortable, and like as I'm older now, I'm ashamed to talk to people. But maybe back then I was a little bit more shy. And he would tell me, yes, you gotta stop talking to everybody. And I go, what you mean? That's customer service. Yeah, but you just talking to your coworkers,
Talking to talk.
All right. And I think to myself, wow, if he could see me now, I get paid to chat it up.
Yeah. Let's show him this podcast.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
I hope he's still here. I hope he's still around. I'm not going to shout out just in case.
but that's important, Kaleo, like to be able to talk with people and meet them wherever they're at, because we don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
And to be able to open up, I mean, when you're talking and I can talk too, and I just want to keep talking to you.
Yeah.
But the way that you do it, Kaleo, just makes our students feel so comfortable.
And I think when you're looking for this career or kuleana or whatever, sometimes people would have the plan, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like I feel very fortunate because, gosh, I never really had a plan. I never really had a plan, but it just kind of worked out.
But it
I
worked.
feel so blessed.
Yes,
I feel so blessed.
yes.
Because I feel so blessed to do what I do, and gosh, I'm thinking, in my mind, I'm thinking out of the mistakes I've made in my child, things I messed up.
That's
But
part of life's
That's part
journey,
of
right? We
life.
learn from our mistakes.
I'm like you, Kaleo. I like to err on the side of caution and conservatism because you just never know. And you're giving the advice, and he or she is going to decide.
yeah, if that person was paying out of pocket
Yes.
and it's not a concern,
Yes.
hey, do what you like.
Right.
And so that's a major issue too with our students. Is you get so much options if you have the resources, so much options.
Yeah.
But having financial aid, oh man, you gotta read every step. Everything is crucial, and
Which is why we're so glad that you're here sharing that, because a lot of students can get intimidated. And me as an instructor does not know all of these things. And so you come in with that wisdom to help them see so that they don't jeopardize losing the funding to finish their education.
yeah,
Yeah, because they just got a lot more strict, right? Financial aid.
it keeps on changing.
Yeah. So a lot of us don't understand that if we take credits outside of our major,
Right.
that it won't count.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's something you might run out of credits and you don't even know you're going to run out of credits.
Or making sure the program you're in or certificate in is covered by financial aid.
Oh my gosh.
Because we have a lot of programs. Hawaii CC, there's a lot of
we
programs.
do.
There's a lot of certificates, and it can get complicated. So yeah, even deciding where to go to college, it's there's a lot involved, And I've seen students come in right out of high school. I can't even remember. I had once. She became one of our student workers. It was years ago. She graduated from Pahoa High School, and she came with her mom, and we're talking. I'm going to my usual spiel about admissions and classes, this and that. And I noticed she's starting to tear up
Oh no.
and starting to cry. And I go, what's wrong? It's just so much. And I go, I'm so sorry. And we just let me slow down and let's back up.
A little overwhelming.
Because it's a lot of information.
Overwhelming.
It's a lot of information. And so, and that was early on when I was in counseling too. So I try not to bombard the student with so much information, just trying to slow it down and whatnot. But
That's a really good reality check.
yeah, so it's very important for the students to go to orientation.
Right.
Yeah.
Is orientation required?
It is as
Yes.
part of their admissions process.
But they don't have to worry about it, right? They'll be told
Yeah.
this is when it is.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay.
Because we have a system in place where holds get put on their account, so they can't move on to the next the next step without doing the previous
So it's like
requirements.
a unlocked.
Yeah.
So you have to finish this
So they
phase.
come in. Did you do orientation? Yes. Okay, I'll take that hold off.
Unlock.
Yeah.
Let's
next
call
step.
it a phase, like a video game.
Yeah.
The chest has been unlocked. You may go to the
Ooh.
next level.
That would make it more exciting.
Right?
That
'Cause then
would.
it's not like no hold. It's not a hold. It's a journey. It's an
Yes.
adventure.
Yes.
You've collected all your
It's a-
coins.
It's the gate.
Wait, that makes you the troll or the
Right.
ogre.
Wow.
Like Shrek?
You're gonna be like, what are the three? Just to get through, they gotta answer your riddle. I have these riddles 3.
What kind of accent would I have? I think
You-
it's Scottish.
Yeah, there we go.
And then once they pass those 3 things, they can move on. Oh, I like that.
love that,
We should do
Kaleo.
that.
I love that about you. You know, you're very humorous. It's just so easy to talk to.
Yeah, but I get distracted and barely finished one of my points.
Well, we have about 3 minutes, so you can finish your points. So, is there anything that you want to cover that we missed, or that you just think is
I don't
important
know. We
for our
might have to
students
do like
to
a
know?
part 2 or something.
We
We
can
will
do that.
absolutely do a part 2.
Or like any advice, Kaleo,
Yeah.
you want to share with our folks tuning in.
As a human,
Yeah.
Don't be so concerned about prestige and going to like a university or prestigious college, especially if your family can afford it, because student loan debt is like so real and so serious. You don't want to be 40 and still have student loan debt. So
it comes quick. 40
Yeah.
comes quick.
So look at the career pathway and look at the amount of money, and that's all information out there.
That's
what the average salary is. So if you're looking at a college, and then you you calculate it, and it'll be like $200,000 for 4 years with that at that certain university, but the average salary is $40,000.
Yeah.
Probably not a
The
good.
return is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people they don't usually think it through.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very good advice.
Yeah, so kind of maybe rethink that dream college you want to go. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
consider Hawaiʻi Community College
Yeah.
for sure.
It's a lot. It's a big cost savings to come to Hawaiʻi Community College. It's a good decision.
Yes.
As an instructor and as
Yes.
Geneva as an instructor, you do
Yes.
not lose
No.
any kind of value because the instructors here are highly trained and very good at their fields.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that you can actually pursue for a very reasonable rate. And you meet people like Kaleo. How can they contact you?
You can call the counseling office at 808-987.
It's okay. I can put it on the screen.
We'll contact you. Contact Kaleo.
I was going to give my cell number.
No.
I was gonna-
No. Let's not do that.
yeah. Just,
And then is email
I
and
feel like I got stage fright. I'm thinking of this episode of the Brady Bunch where they're on TV, and then I think it was Bobby, and there's that red light right there, and I'm
just
freezing.
staring.
Looking into the red light. Main thing is not the white light.
To put the number up, I went blank.
And your email is okay too?
Yep.
Okay, we will do that. So if you want to get in touch with Kaleo, Uncle Kaleo,
I won't give you my cell
he
number.
will not give you his cell number. So thank you for coming on, Kaleo. We really
Thank
appreciate
you
you
for having
taking
me.
the time.
Appreciate it.
It was very nice having you. We'll have to have you back.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can get through the
The
other
rest
2
of your
points.
notes. Thank you,
Gosh,
everyone. We'll
Thank
see you
you,
next time on the Pure
everyone.
Class Podcast.
Aloha.
Aloha.